My efforts to live a soft life have been undermined by the winds of change, both for better and for worse.
Hey, Egg! Oh, you guys are leaving. Bye! Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Egg, what's going on? Where was I? So it's a little bit late in the day. It's 4:30. Let this be your sign. Even if it feels like the whole day is gone. And what opportunity do you have? Even 30 minutes of just trying will get you somewhere. If you saw my last vlog, it was my first time trying any sort of medication, and that was, I don't know how to say it other than my joking way. Buspirone.
Buspirone.
Busporine. And I have since actually started my first antidepressant as well. Side effects have been really weird. I think it's helping. I think a little bit. It at least helps me sleep. In fact, it knocks me out for like 12 hours. By the way, if you saw my last vlog, thank you so much for watching. And if you're new from that vlog, what up? Well, eggs, I don't know why, but the last vlog I just posted went over 1K views. I've never had a video on YouTube do that in the first couple of days. I think the most views I have is either on the nighttime horror music video or Chew, but even then it was over time, not in the first few days. What? And to those new people I say, hello, how do you do? But guys, I haven't been able to answer those comments because I've been hiding. And the first is @soap, and they say,
I have absolutely no idea who you are or what this lifestyle aesthetic is, but I'm super intrigued. You seem so lovely. I'm truly curious about the whole get-up. Also wanted to say, I hope you are seeing some more love and light as you medicate and take care of yourself.
what a sweet vibe. Yourself. If that's confetti to you, well, I'm Yoknes. Hello. But thank you for your well wishes, Soap, on and just even connecting with me on the process of medication and taking care of oneself. I hope you are also taking care of yourself. From what you're saying, it sounds like maybe you have some experience with being medicated too, I wonder. Or maybe you're just empathetic to people's plights. I don't know, but what a sweet comment. And my lifestyle, I call it mask practicing. And the aesthetic I call confetti punk, actually. And I'm so glad you're intrigued, because there is equal possibility that you would be disturbed. I want to say something back to you. Hiya.
Wow, thank you so much for your kindness. I usually respond to messages in full here. However, I'm currently vlogging and responding to your comment, and what will be the next video? Thank you again for your time and cortex, the confetti vibes to you.
And like literally to you. Thank you so much, Soap, for your comment. And now the next one is @𝘴𝘰𝘧𝐵2076.
This is my first time coming across your content, and I absolutely love it. Yay! I never found myself finishing other vlogs, but this one really pulled me in. You make me realize that I can take more time for myself and not feel guilty about it.
That is huge. Well, thank you so much for clicking on the thumbnail and engaging with this vlog, Shizumi. Would you like to be called Shizumi or something else? Let me know. Isn't that funny that sometimes we need evidence of the importance of taking time for ourselves and to not feel guilt about it? I'll tell you, the guilt has got me nowhere. The guilt made me sick. So I'm really happy to hear that you're thinking now that you should take time for yourself and not feel guilty about it. And if you need permission, here's some confetti, first off. And then secondly, please, if you need external permission, you have permission to do all the day. Do whatever makes your eggy core gooey. You know what I mean? And to you, I must also now reply. Hey, Shizumi Egg?
Hey, Shizumi Egg, I am good to hear about your realization. I definitely relate and super cheer you on and taking time for yourself without guilt. It's so important, isn't it?
Big confetti self-care energy. Anywho, thank you for your time and for your cortex. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for leaving comments, and thanks for watching the vlog. I don't know what it was about it that got you, but hey, grateful nonetheless. So, important update. I got diagnosed, guys. With what, you may ask? Well, I'll tell you. But let's first decide on what we're doing with the rest of the night. Let's go over to the calendar because I wrote down things I need to do today and I can't really remember them off the top of my head. It's kind of like taking orders. I like to think of it like that, like you're at a restaurant and you're like, what can I get you? looks like, okay?
Order up what's on the menu. A heaping helping of my hopes and dreams. I finally learned how to use my whiteboards effectively after many rounds of trying, and it all starts with the dream supreme. So I'm just writing down the big, long-term overarching goals that'll take a long time to accomplish. And in conjunction with those big goals, I have a template to accomplish my monthly Patreon goals. But there is no goal getting without sufficient nutrition. I'm making avocado toast, but I add in nutritional yeast, hemp seeds, chia seeds, amino acids, and of course onion powder and dill. Finishing it off with a little bit of lemon, and bing bada boom, got delicious avocado toast. Time to de-jewel because I gotta work out, guys. I'm a noodle, and I'm starting from square one all over again, and it can be so discouraging. This was actually very hard and difficult to do, but I've been working out every day or every other day to get back into performance shape. Quick, somebody ask me where the beach is, cause never mind. The sacred elixir in my confetti cup. Let's see, to-do list, check in. Workout, check. Nails, good God.
Well, I worked out. And I feel awful now, but it feels good psychologically. Tiny little muscles are growing. And I'm glad I started somewhere. I only did 10 minutes, and even that is so exhausting. Like I said, you gotta start somewhere. And if I can hype myself up to just do 10 minutes every day or every other day, then that's not so bad, right? I ran out of storage. So I've been diagnosed. Do you want to know what the diagnosis is? It really shocked me. I've been sick for a really long time, since I was a teenager. It's always been kind of a mystery. We definitely knew PCOS. And if you're 𝑘𝐢𝐚𝐠𝐺, you probably were there when I first talked about endometriosis, when I got tentatively diagnosed with it. Ever since then, it's been from work to relationships to friendships to my physical activities. If you've also been around for a while, you've probably noticed I haven't released new music. I stopped performing as soon as I started. So it's been a long time coming, basically. It's been a really long time trying to figure out what's going on. And I was not expecting this diagnosis. It came out of totally left field for me. The rheumatologist looked at me and said, I'm diagnosing you with lupus. Freaking lupus! I have lupus! Yay! Well, facetiously, but also kind of literally, because now I know. And lupus has treatment. It's incurable, but the rheumatologist said I might be able to expect some of my quality of life back. Maybe the pain, maybe the progression of things, maybe the fatigue, maybe the brain fog. Any element of those, any improvement on any of those things is stupendous. Things are improving. That's the gist of it. I'm still learning about lupus. I don't know anything about it. Other than it's an autoimmune disease in which your immune system attacks your healthy organs. Which is cool that we're on this soft life kick. Also, Mistake Boy coined the term over easy life, over easy egg life, which is perfect, and we're going with that. So that's a TM to Mistake Boy, but over easy life. Let's see. I got some more stuff done. Let's see where we're at. Patreon gift. I did it. Did not send soft size. I did not fix my mask. Study time. 1 hour. I don't know if I'll be able to study. I definitely won't be able to edit tonight. Nails. F it. I'd rather study. And maybe send soft sides. But definitely gonna study HTML. Yep. And maybe work a little bit more on the Patreon gift. Anyway, take care of yourself, okay? Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you next time. Bye!
I've struggled a lot in the past few years of feeling lost and disconnected in life as I saw my ability to do things get taken away through mystery illness. Having a diagnosis has given me a foundation to rebuild on, but adapting to this new way of life is challenging. I'm supposed to live stream in 30 minutes. And I don't mean to be dramatic, but I started to feel really sick when I was walking. And it feels like the inside of my torso is glued together. I got a punch in the heart when I was out there because I thought now that I can't even be out for 10 minutes without risking organ damage or a flare-up that will have consequences at my job or my ability to do anything else. That's such a serious weight to weigh out if I just want 10 minutes of sun. And even if I was covered up, like, I have to be so covered up, and it's hot, and it's uncomfortable, and my hand cramps from holding the umbrella. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be woe is me, but I just didn't realize, like, how serious avoiding UV lights is until right now. And it just feels like a huge thing in life just got taken away. Or that I have to choose to give it away. It makes me feel really claustrophobic. I've been stuck in this house for so long, and I feel like I was finally so close to just getting where I wanted to be in life. I'm really sorry. I'm really not trying to be like a victim. Okay, so I've got to go stream. I don't have time to sit on the floor and cry. And I don't mean to sound woe is me. I didn't realize until now. I got the clear picture. Oh, I have always felt like shit when I've been in the sun, and I just thought that was normal. I just thought it wasn't a huge deal, but I also didn't put it together, the snowball that I would have days to weeks after of becoming really sick. I didn't correlate the two. And now, when I was reading those facts, and I was out there in the sun, starting to increasingly feel like shit, I love the sun, and I love fresh air. When I decide on a treat day, it usually has to do with going out, taking time to be in the sun, go to a park, go skateboard. I can't skateboard. It may be at sunset or nighttime now. I don't even know if sunset's safe, but apparently even, and this part that gets me too, is the UV light that comes in from open windows is something you have to avoid with lupus. And I'm constantly sitting by my window. My work desk is by the window, and I didn't even realize that counts. That is UV light too. And I just fucking, like, what do? Am I supposed to close up the window and live in darkness, you know? It just feels like my world went and all my aspirations just shrunk or were put into a tiny box. Anyway, I have to get ready for streaming now. Thank you for listening.
Testing. Screaming in your ear because I'm testing. Hi guys! Oh, look at this place, guys. This place is so fun. I don't think I can. That's not how I want that to go. Something that is resonating with me and like reconnecting me to my dreams. My dreams. This is the first time I ever played with a projector. So playing with like my animations of my music video, my characters, so inspired me. My ultimate goal is to do augmented reality life. So you'll have your phone to record, and then there'll be QR codes that you can scan and stuff that will display in sequence with my tracks, dancing characters like the confection court or an egg ship or the characters from Nighttime Horror. What I want to specialize in web development is augmented reality, 3D, and VR integration, and also the interactive elements, integration into a website, because that's what I'm learning for myself, so it's just like in line with what I'm doing. And it's something I'm passionate about, so I can be specialized. Yeah. Hopes and dreams!
So much self-sabotage, but also so much progress. I don't know what's going on. All I know is I pick the weirdest projects to dump a stupid amount of hours into. I'm serious, something about being diagnosed. Now I have a framework to work with, and I want to get back to performing, so I'm running to improve my breathing control. But I'm doing so while working with lupus, so I'm running at dusk and only for a short period of time. What are blisters now will soon turn to calluses, and I will perform again. I practice every single day, even if that means before doing anything else after work. Oh no, jacaranda check, they're already blooming and I'm so far behind on dream day. But sometimes progress requires knowing what to prioritize and what to not. Speaking of, I have been prioritizing health, so while I can't run due to pain, I can certainly walk and try to make the most of it. A little bit is better than nothing at all, and consistency is key. I am a long way away from performing, and I felt so discouraged from my first and last performances. But now that I know more about my body and my health and what it takes to perform, I am ready to live my biggest dreams and leave nothing behind. So I've got a map and I got a shiny star sticker for any 𝘏𝑰 in the city they might live in, so that when I get my show together and I am ready to hit the road in my 𝘏𝑚obile, I can put together a constellation of all these little stars and come to you, 𝘏𝑰s. And just like that, what's possible looks like a big open road. What city do you live in? Let me know in the comments so I can add your sticker onto the map. In the meantime, I've got to adopt lupus friendly fashion.
Let's see if they have a cute pattern on them. They're comfy. I would say these are a 7 out of 10. Next are kind of similar, but just gray. Okay, like I could wear that with this outfit because I have gray overalls. And actually, I think I will. That's quite cute. Okay, but slightly irritating feeling. I would say these are maybe 4 out of 10 because they're kind of annoying fabric. And I have a feeling they're going to get destroyed as soon as I wash them. These ones are just simple black ones. These ones don't go up as high as I would like. Like I'd like for them to go to here, but for coverage. But they're helpful, you know. I'll have to pull them down, curl my hands, like if I'm driving. That'll be helpful. But I would say these are maybe like a 3 out of 10 because they're kind of tight, kind of small. These ones, they were the most expensive. They're kind of like a shimmery fabric. They were just $4. They're okay. They're kind of cute and baggy, pretty comfortable, but I wish they would go higher. You know? If they were just a little higher, I would like them a lot. But these are okay. Good to have a little texture to an outfit, I think. I would say these are a 4 out of 10. But I do like the texture, it is pretty cool.
Watching my old performance videos, something I noticed is I spent so much time focusing on not messing up instead of actually enjoying the art of performing. The focus now is to feel the music and connect to the audience, and nothing else matters. But to do that, the technical skill and the showmanship have to be perfected subconsciously. So that's why I'm taking my exercise and practice so seriously. For each day that I practice, work out, or study, I get a little sticker. Whiteboard tour. This board reminds me of the daily consistent goals as well as the ones that change all the time. And I finally made a trajectory map that breaks down my bigger goals into smaller milestones. So for performing and touring, I need to practice, I need to perform, I need to save money, and then I need to get gigs and go. And in that progress, I am this far into the progress bar. It's just a very useful visual, like a stat, to keep me connected to the purpose and the bigger picture of the small things that I do that will amount to my big dreams eventually. Having it all mapped out like this removes the confusion and the guesswork out of actualizing my dreams. All I have to do now is take the steps towards it. This is the first time I've used these whiteboards in a way that doesn't leave me feeling overwhelmed. I even got a mini one to remind myself of the things in particular that I need to improve on while practicing. And with this egg, I'm on my way to what will be the biggest adventure of my life so far. Thanks for watching.